Hey everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we're tracking a new asteroid. This is ENP 787. He's got a very wide periapsis right at Moon's orbit, which is interesting. I've also made some changes in my plans. The arm assistant is actually going to stay connected to the asteroid for a little bit longer. And we're going to eventually burn him out so he intersects Moon's orbit, because we're going to use Moon to kind of circularize this thing cheaply, and then maybe even use Moon to help eject it out of the system. I'm not sure about that one yet. But, so we're doing that, but first we've got to get EDC the one... It's hard to say that one. I still think it's a radio station. EDC 41, the Flash. We've got to get him ejected from Eve. That's good enough, and we're actually not even going to do it in that direction. We're just going to do it right here, just to bring the orbit down so he never has to worry about Gilly. That should be fine right there. And we could even, you know what, we could even, where is this? This is pole, yeah, here's Kerbin. We could even do one better. Oh, and actually, that's not even the next thing to happen, so let's hop over to the Arm Assistant and check out what I got planned for him. Okay, Arm Assistant. Oh, actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm not going to do this burn. I set all this up, and then it's been several hours, almost a day, since I did that. I'm actually going to not just intersect Moon. I'm actually going to burn retrograde here. We're actually going to burn retrograde at apoapsis, and we're going to turn this orbit around. What we want here is we want this guy to be orbiting in the correct direction. And then once he is, then we can use a Moon encounter, because currently he's orbiting backwards. We want him to be orbiting this way along with all the other planets. So we're going to change that and then also get his orbit up here. And it should take about maybe 200 meters per second. We have 372. And then once he's done that, then he's basically done. And then he can come home, and then we're going to send the other ship up to do the rest. And it's going to probably be a 2-minute burn, but out this far, these things really don't matter all that much. The important thing is we have already passed our apoapsis, so we're just going to start it now. And it's not even close to what I thought it was going to be. Oh, wait. That's right. It's, this thing's a little wobbly. Okay, now, the important thing is we want it to go up to about as far this way as it was there. It's not even close to a 2-minute burn. I don't know what I was thinking. But okay, now we're here. Now we've got our orbit reversed. Now we just need to get it out intersecting Moon. And I've also, oh, that's right, I also set it up kind of radially, so that it would intersect Moon on both sides at the same time, ideally. It looks like I'm pretty darn close to that. One's a little bit far and one's a little bit close. And we've got our Moon moderate closest approach, but it's not going to be this orbit. If I drop a maneuver node here... Oh, wait. Here. I forgot my orbit is returned again. And then we kind of bump this thing forward once in a while. 2... 3, boom, we get an encounter here in 165 days. And 0 years, I guess. Okay, then we're going to add the alarm. Okay, that'll be about a minute before that happens. So now we can delete this maneuver node. A minute before we actually get the sphere of influence change, this thing's going to happen, and I didn't change it. Okay, now let's head back to the Flash. And I don't really see any reason to wait for the maneuver nodes. Let's just go ahead and do this burn here. Basically, getting our orbit flush with the rest of the universe here. And also, probably, I'm going to say... I'm going to burn a little bit retrograde. I just don't like the concept. I would hate for, of all moons, Gilly to screw up my orbit. There we go. Now, whenever we're close, we're far. And now it's just waiting for our Eve return window, which is way down here. I have it on here. Yeah, EDC Eve to Kerbin window is in 348 days. So, Who's flying this crazy boat? Soups, you are going to have to wait. And the next thing to happen is Merendel's Demoho, so let's go ahead and do that. And then the next thing after that is we're going to be launching our next asteroid capture ship. Ah, Merendel, you have been in space so long. Specifically 1 year, 291 days. You have gone around the sun multiple times. But you are on your way home, and we've got a maneuver node here that I honestly don't remember what it's for. But I think... yeah, it's a real maneuver node. Yeah, I think it's just to get a really close intercept with something. So let's go ahead and fast forward and see what it's actually for. Okie doke. And I think that's going to actually be coming in because we're going to encounter Kerbin on the exact opposite side of the orbit from it right now. Now, we're going to encounter it over here. So when we come in on this side, yeah, we were on the exact wrong side. There we go. Now we'll come in on the sunny side of the planet. And that's good enough for me. So we don't need this maneuver node anymore. Merendel, you are set to come home in a mere 120 days. And just so you know, the rest of you, I am still going to fly your ships. I don't know if I'm going to fly the ones that contain locked or invalid parts. If I get the science, I will. At the very worst, I'll load them up in a sandbox mode and just launch them there. The next one coming up here, oh, the classy Wrangler. You contain locked or invalid parts. Oh no, let's see what, I haven't actually looked at this guy. I didn't realize he contains locked or invalid parts. Let's go ahead and load him up and see what he looks like here. A little bit of part clipping, don't mind that. And I don't actually see what is on here that I don't already own. So let's try to launch it and see what it says here. Wow! Unavailable parts. Everything that... yeah, a lot of the big fuel tanks and stuff in the engine cluster. Okay, well, I can't launch you. Sorry. Next up, I want to set up a new jewel window. And it looks like it's coming up about around here. Go ahead and add a raw time alarm. Here's our next Kerbin jewel window. That's when Francois is going to be launching. It is quite a ways from now. So, okay. Next up, after this thing enters a sphere of influence and is gone. So, I tell you what, I'm going to just delete this, and ENP is going to lose his status as a tracked asteroid. And let's head right to Merendel's Demoho ship. Let's return our first ship. Eventually catching up to Kerbin, which will be this way somewhere. Because we're going faster than it, so we should be catching up to it. And we are now in his sphere of influence. Which means... no, we're not in his sphere of influence. I probably should have read that alarm. But hey, who cares? Let's keep going. There's Kerbin. Now let's turn the HUD off. Oh, we can actually see it. Those of you watching in 420, it's right there. Oh, no, that's the moon. And there's Kerbin. Oh, that is really cool. And... bam! We are officially captured by Kerbin. And let's see if I actually did this right. Focus view. Well, yeah, we're definitely going to have to use a little bit more fuel. I hope we have it. We've got 690 meters per second, and we need the most efficient way to get down. I'm pretty sure it's radial. We're going to radial inward here. Yeah, apparently whatever that thing was, it stopped our time warp fast enough that it screwed up our orbit here. We're just going to come down, and we're going to stop it right there. We're going to turn on the trajectories mod. We're going to see what happens. Okay, that is apparently not enough to stop us. But that is. Now, where will we land? We will land in the middle of this continent. Let's see what slowing down does. I wanted to explore this trajectories mod here a little bit more. Yeah, see, if we slow down, we can... Actually, I think we want to speed up. If we speed up... we can change when we're going to land enough... to hopefully land on Kerbal Space Center. But I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, I think I should have burned the other way. Okay, so there goes that. Let's go ahead and slow down. We're not that low on fuel. Yeah, it's not predicting the second arrival. Can only do one. So where are we set to land? We're set to land right there. The act of rotating the ship changes it. That's awesome. Oh wait, I don't want to go burn prograde. We're going to try retrograde and just see what happens. Although, actually, no, we only have 45 meters per second left. So tell you what, if I want to land on land, which I kind of do, we'll just make it here. Here we come. And let's see how close the trajectories mod is to our actual planned landing spot. It looks like, wow. I was kind of expecting to not land on the dark side. That's crazy. But we're going to have a long re-entry here. I guess, you know what? It is coming in from Moho. Okay, we officially don't need this anymore. Let's go ahead and burn up the last of our fuel. Why not? We'll probably... Seriously. Yeah, there we go. We'll try to land right on this island here. Okay, now we're going to turn sideways and undock. I don't want to control that. At least I think. Wait. Oh, there you are. God, you didn't show up in the little thing down here and you scared the F out of me. Okay. But we're burning up. We're still projected to land... Oh, no, we're not. We're going to go in the water. Oh, well. The trajectories mod apparently doesn't perfectly simulate everything. So I think I'm going to pull the chutes because we're not playing in any sort of kill you thing. Oh, Merendel, you're so excited and a little freaked out. Just over 2 years on your mission. And why are we not doing a temperature scan from above Kerbin's waters? Might as well keep that. Didn't even know we had the thermometer on here. Let's review the report. Looks good to me. Yay! Success! Okay, back to the Space Center. Recover Merendel to Moho. Oh, the probe is still in flight? That's funny. In flight. Let's see. Merendel, Moho. Yeah, you're way over here. Splash down. Let's recover. 688 science. Let's go ahead and accept that. We get all this money back, which we don't care about. I don't know if you noticed, I actually just gave myself a ton of money. I don't want to do any more contracts. Oh, yeah, the probe actually successfully escaped Kerbin. That's crazy. But it'll crash eventually. And actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and turbinate it. Okay, let's see. Docking ports. We can only research 2 things. And materials, which gives us little dinky things and little big things. So research that. Okay, not a big deal. I don't think that's going to affect whether or not anything can launch. But Merendel's flying brick can launch, and I'm actually thinking about launching it just to get it out there. Like, just get it into orbit so that, because it contains experimental parts. And I don't want to accidentally lose those experimental parts. But really, the only 2 things that we can fly at the moment... Oh, we can launch Regex's fuel slug finally. Tell you what, this feels like a low episode. Let's go ahead and get this into orbit because that's the whole purpose of this thing is a fuel launcher. It's been a while since we've done this. I think it just gets an orange tank into orbit. And as he has said before, it has a probe core clipped into it. I'm not seeing... Oh, wait, yeah, it has solar panels. Let's go ahead and launch. Why not? Just get the sun over the horizon here. There we go. And turn on the computer. And in 3, 2, 1, launch. Solid off the launch pad. A little bit faster than solid off the launch pad, actually, but I don't think I actually have control over anything. I don't. It's all these solids, so I'm just going to ride them up. We're already over atmospheric efficiency, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I like the ship, Regex. The only problem with it is it really doesn't have a use. But maybe it can refuel Merendel's asteroid redirector before it goes off to Joule or something like that. I don't know. But I'm actually going to start my gravity turn now, because we are going fast. And we have no control because this is all solids. I have a feeling this is going to be a very inefficient launch. Okay, we got a little more control now at least. But I want to be at about 40 degrees right now. These things seem to be throttled down a little bit, which means they're going to possibly last longer. And yeah, I have like no control whatsoever over what happens in this ship. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we've got some control. Just get it down to 30 degrees and call it a day, I think. But yeah, there's still a lot to do this series. I didn't want to imply at the end of last episode that I am by any means rushing the end of the series. Like, we've still got all the Joule stuff to do. We've still got the asteroids to move. It's just I don't want to take any more new ships because I do want the series to eventually end. Regex, I think your staging is wrong. You've got this engine in here, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Or get this guy up to a nice 80 orbit. I have no idea why he has landing gear on this thing. Tell me why there's landing gear on this, because I am actually curious now. Let's go ahead and get these solar panels out. I don't know if we have any action groups for that, but we'll get at least one out. 1, 2, 3. Nope, no action groups. Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'm going to open these all manually. It is supposed to land. He's got tons of parachutes on it. But I honestly don't know where you would land with this thing. And this should be good. 60, we're above atmosphere, and done. 80 by 80, look at that, nailed it. Used probably more fuel than, actually no. I did fine. This entire orange tank is still full, and we've got half the fuel in this. I'm going to call that a win. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching me bring Merendel home and get this thing launched. I definitely enjoyed getting Merendel home and getting this thing launched. Next episode, we are going to this arm assistant thing doesn't actually exist. Next episode, we're gonna redirect that asteroid, and we're also going to launch Merendel's arm assistant, or whatever it's called. I don't remember who had what. I think actually I have arm assistant on here, but I think that's Merendel's name. And we haven't launched his ship yet. Doesn't really matter. We're going to launch a ship, and we're going to move an asteroid around. It'll be awesome. And possibly, depending on how quickly that happens, we're going to arrive at Joule, and I'm really jazzed about that. So I hope you are looking forward to that. I definitely am. I am Fifth Horseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.